Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time for the shutdown arc to continue. And now, while I'm getting to that part of the story, while I'm returning to where I left off, I would just like to say that there's a storm in my area. So if anything happens to my internet connection, I will have to stop recording then. But for the time being, I'm not going to let that storm stop me. Because who knows, maybe my internet will be fine. I had a dream recently that I moved, and I'm just like, wow. I want to get away from my sister so much that I keep dreaming about moving away because of her. Well, I mean, to be fair, legally, no one can stop me from moving out. But is it wise for me to move out? No, it would be dumb. But legally, no one can stop me from doing it. I'm just not a dumbass. Now imagine what it's like to be terrified of a minor that's just 14. Almost 15. I mean, honestly, I'm 31. It seems like I should display some level of authority, right? Like, I should be able to be an adult in this situation, correct? Well, according to my dreams, I just want to move away from her because she's terrifying. But I can be pretty terrifying too, if you piss me off in the wrong way. Does it... I think the emulator just froze. And I'm late to realizing that. Wow. Well, this is a very... I don't want to start over. No. Fine. I'll restart the emulator. That was stupid. I don't like doing this. Like, this is the first video of the day I'm recording, and it already froze. Alright, fine then. I guess I asked for it. I mean, there is also a storm, so, you know, who knows what could happen because of the storm. But also, you know, if the storm makes it into the video, then that means it was loud. I looked up on the weather website what was going on, and apparently there was this red icon. There's this red icon next to my area. And that basically means that there's a severe weather report going on here. There's severe weather in my area. I know it woke me up. I mean, it didn't wake me up that bad. It didn't wake me up, you know, that I'm not sleep deprived. I'll just say that. It woke me up, but I'm not sleep deprived. Although I was going to turn off my alarm right before it turned off. I mean, right before it went off. My alarm went off. The storm woke me up. I got out of bed. I was going to turn off my alarm because who needs it when a storm woke me up? But then my alarm went off right when I picked up the cell phone to do it. It was interesting, I must be honest. I'm not sure how early the storm woke me up. I think it woke me up once. I went back to sleep and I woke up again. And that's when I finally got out of bed. Though who knows, maybe that's not the actual story. Maybe I woke up and I just stayed awake until finally I accepted I had to get out of bed. Obviously, I would not be reliable if I had to attend class for any reason. Because it'd be days I'd wake up and I just don't feel like getting out of bed. And this may seem like, well, that's standard and mature behavior for a minor. Yes, when I was a minor, but, you know, my dad got me up in college until a point where he was just like, you're old enough to get out of bed yourself, so do it. And then from that point onward, I had to get myself out of bed if I wanted to go to class that day. And I did, just fine. It was a problem, but I did adjust. Although now the problem is, right now, sometimes I just won't get out of bed. I mean, that's a problem if I want to get somewhere on time. Though I haven't really lost, I haven't overslept past any appointments, fortunately. I'm not sure how I've managed to accomplish that. But, I mean, that's good, to be honest. At least I have some level of responsibility. And I'm not just being irresponsible as an adult. That'd be dumb. I'd like to survive, if we're being honest here. Okay, I'm on the first chapter still. Chapter 25. Alright, and I'm on turn 3 according to my notes. I'm pretty sure my notes are right. And will Kazuma actually do something meaningful in this video? I'm not sure. I think it's dumb that he just walks away from a card fight like that, but yeah. Maybe eventually he'll actually card fight instead of walking away from the fight before it's even ended. I know that he thought it was over because the statistics were good. I mean, in all likelihood, he did have a reason to consider that it was over. That he wouldn't get a trigger that would let him heal. But officially, he should have at least checked before he walked away. You know, I know that based on numbers, he probably was being very logical in that circumstance, but even if he was being logical about it, he was still dumb, at least in my opinion. So, this card fighter just walked in off the street. What do you know about him? He wears my school uniform. He introduced himself. He plays Shadow Paladin. He doesn't want to end a fight if he thinks he's about to lose. He yelled at me for doing my job. I'm just putting words in Chrono's mouth, but seriously. He's in the 10th grade at Harumi High like me. He just came into the shop asking for a lesson. He had a great imagination, and he really seemed to be enjoying himself, until halfway through the match. What happened then? All of a sudden, he said, "I quit," and decided to leave. If only he'd stuck it out, there was a chance he might have made a comeback. Yeah, for some reason Kazuma has a problem with losing. He's like, if I'm going to lose, there's no point continuing this. Except, as Chrono demonstrated when he picked up one of the cards, if he stayed, he would have gotten a 6 damage heal, which would have probably been enough to take Chrono out, but he decided to walk away because he thought it was over. Just because Kazuma just doesn't like losing, apparently. I assume that's the takeaway because he was about to get his 6th damage. Hey. Don't talk to me at school. Wait a minute. How are you? He looks surprised, like he doesn't realize this person. Okay, alright. I understand, Shoma. What? No. No, no, why am I doing this here as well? And you guys will know what I'm talking about when I finally get to V's event. I mean Quentin's event. I kept accidentally calling him Quattro through the entire event. Why am I doing that shit here as well? That's just stupid. Oh my god. Kazuma is actually more likable. Come on. Although you guys might not like him right now, but he was just introduced. You can't just make an opinion based on a character that was just introduced. Anyway, Kazuma looks shocked that someone that was at work is talking to him. But I mean, in this game, he was at work in that uniform. He wasn't actually wearing that uniform in this series, as far as I know, because he was at work at the time. But the game this game was on a limited budget, so it just used whatever model was in the game. Which is kind of what Duel Links does. if there's anyone not in the game, the event uses whoever is. Alright, Jolink, sure weird, and you make the weirdest timelines, but you know what? I like weird, so let's continue. About that card fight we had. Anyway, no one can possibly mistake that it's the same dude. I thought that was at work because Chrono has protagonist hair. Oh, don't worry. Sorry I ran off. But once I started to get the hang of it, that was all I was after. Thanks a lot. Really? Really? Just because you are... No, that is not what happens, Kazuma. Stop lying. I see through your lies. I see through your claims. Good morning. I had no idea you were friends with Kazuma. It just so happens he's in my class. And you tell him to stop walking away from card fight. He's actually in your class? Kazuma's ritual. He's going to summon the demons! Okay, that's not that kind of ritual. You want to know about Kazuma? Well, he never seems to take his classes very seriously. Well, why would he? Classes are boring. They don't like caring about us. They don't care about a child's time. They don't care what they're passionate about or what they want to learn. Apparently, this is also the case in Japan, judging by this dialogue. But I mean, I'm mainly talking about my own country here. Despite that, he still manages to get good grades. Oh my god. And this is like how I tended to get good grades even though I failed most of my tests. Well, I failed some of them. On some of them, I got a C or a D, which a D is technically passing, but it's still not that great. And sometimes I got a B on a test if I was lucky. And on one test, I got 100 because even though I didn't read the course material, I made an educated guess based on the course material and what was being discussed in that material. And I got a 100 on it and somehow managed to get it right. That was hilarious and probably the best pass of all time. Oh god. I didn't read anything. I just made a guess based on the material I was supposed to read. That was the best pass of all time, I swear. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, right. I get good grades even though I don't really pass tests very well. And, I mean, nothing gets that across faster than a syllabus that says that tests are 70% of your grade. And for some reason I stayed in that class. I'm not sure what I was thinking. But I managed to pass it. I just got a C and it drove me nuts. And proceeds to continue driving me nuts. But I still don't really care because I'm just like, I hate this country. But I don't actually hate it. I just want it to be better. I want it to be what it claims to be. We're lying to people, and I'm sure that I'm sure the rest of the globe knows. The planet knows we're lying. We're not that great. Despite that, he still manages to get good grades. I got mostly straight B's when I was in college. Obviously, I got some C's and some D's. And I got the occasional A. But, yeah. I didn't do that. I mean, my grades were down because of my test grades. My other assignments were otherwise just fine. And whatever I was thinking when I was whatever I was thinking when I looked at that U.S. history syllabus, I guess I was just like, let's see if I can pass this. I definitely was not thinking that. I wasn't thinking at all, and when I looked at the syllabus, I still had time to withdraw from that course without losing anything. But was that the only class I was taking that semester? I do not remember. But if it was, maybe that's why I didn't change classes. I don't know. Didn't I have time to pick up a different class, though? I don't know, I just stayed in for some reason and I somehow passed. And I thought I failed because I just couldn't remember dates or timelines or anything like that. And, while that's still mostly true, it's not entirely right either, as this franchise managed to teach me. Which is weird. I'm just like, I swear I don't remember dates that well. But for a test, I probably could memorize. But this franchise taught me some things, but I mainly learned that because I cared. I had a reason to care. Meanwhile, I don't care about what happened 100 years ago. I don't care about that shit, okay? I don't. It doesn't affect me. What does affect me, though, is the bullshit this country still does that it was doing even when the country was first founded. I won't elaborate, but I will say that the government was flawed even back then. Anyway, moving on. I was going to say something else, actually. It was something about... Was it about like... Oh, right, the timeline. Yeah, I can't memorize dates for certain things. But also, the date has to have personal significance for me, or I don't give a shit. So, you know, I'm not going to remember... Wait a minute, why am I talking about something that no one else cares about? Do even I care about this tangent? I don't know, I listen to tangents all the time. I don't think he's joined any after-school clubs. Whenever I've seen him, he's on his own. Yeah, that sounds like me in high school, though I did talk to people on the internet. And still do. There is one thing. Rumor is that outside of school he hangs out with some pretty sketchy people. Okay, Cosmo, you have to clean up your act. What are you doing? Are you some kind of laid-back rebel or some shit like that? Yeah, no. Stop hanging out with sketchy people. Although I'm not sure if he actually wants to, because he seems to think most things are a pain in the ass. I'm surprised he gets good grades, though. To be honest, I didn't really study much. And in some cases, studying seemed to make my grades worse. I swear. Where are they? Are they still at school or are they somewhere else? Because this game had a limited budget when introducing this. They probably knew the game was going to shut down after the last season of this era. Want another card fight? Finish what we started? If you'd stuck it out last time, you might have won. Your deck was definitely responding to you. Seriously, he could have won. I mean, I pretty much won too. Like, I got a 6 damage heal in that last card fight. Just like Cosmo would have if he actually bothered. This time we'll take the fight seriously. I guarantee it'll be a good one. And let's see what Cosmo says to this. What's the point? What good will it do me? Maybe you'll actually have some fun? Because your ability to enjoy yourself is functioning normally? Come on, Cosmo. Come on. You know you want to. He keeps telling me to shut up. What? Hey! Boy, what is it with this guy? Huh? Cosmo knows. He was looking behind him and he saw a Chrono. So now I activate the skill and call. Are you serious? Cosmo, something's changed since the last time you played. Really? A few things have been coming back to me. Oh, right, like how to play the game, I see. But apparently you're still... What are you doing anyway? What do you mean? Yes, elaborate, please. It's time for me to play for real. I attack the vanguard. Arg! You ain't seen nothing yet. Now I'm getting serious. This is more of my level. Clang, clang. He knows he's being stalked, doesn't he? I mean, honestly. And the delinquents just stare in shock while Kazuma's probably just like, what the hell are you doing? Why did you stalk me? I saw you, but I didn't know you were a stalker. And there's Chrono running away because he doesn't want to be caught. But too bad Kazuma saw him. And here he is to confirm it for me while I'm in the middle of a sentence. It's him again. At an old warehouse. Yeah, you know, the one by the river that's not been used in years? It looks like he was hanging out with friends, having a card fight. And so he obviously still enjoys playing Vanguard. It looks that way. And then why the heck did he decide to quit in the middle of the fight he had with you? No idea. And that's exactly what I want to know. This card fighter's really caught Chrono's attention. I think I want to check out what kind of guy he is myself. Who do we have here? I think this guy's in middle school, just saying. Hayo, what grade are you in? I'm not even going to bother looking that up. Oh, look, you might want to let us take care of that. So they're basically they're barely Vanguard delinquent. Okay, got it. Oh, look, you might want to let us take care of that. Please, give it back. I want my deck back. We're taking that as payment for admission. What? Please, you can't take that from me. Alright, guys, knock it off. I recognize that brat. He lives in my neighborhood. Such a nuisance, always insisting I play with him. But more importantly, you just lost a card fight. So why don't you get me something from the store? Yeah, whatever. What's gotten into him? No fun at all. That's the uniform of Harumi High, which means this guy must be... Wow. Wow. Hey, this really means a lot to you, right? Be careful not to let anyone else get a hold of it. That was very nice of you. Thanks. This is no place for elementary school kids to hang out and play. Get yourself home. Is he still in elementary school then? I wasn't sure. Maybe he's in 6th grade. I'm in junior high. And besides, I didn't come here to hang out. I came here to have a card fight. Okay, actually, he is in junior high. Okay. I wasn't sure. I mean, honestly, I don't live in Japan. Obviously. Having a card fight sounds like hanging out to me, but okay, sure. You want to fight me? Hayo, I guess you might have come here. What on earth do you think you're doing? I'm sorry, don't be angry. Hey, twirly head, using a little kid to do your dirty work. What are you, like a stalker? Oh my god! What? Wow. I didn't realize it was going to be called out like that. No way, I was just... Chrono's got nothing to do with this. I came here on my own to challenge you to a fight. I want to find out how good you are. Listen, kid. Tayo, wait. I want to fight him first. We need to finish what we started. Not fair. Look, Chrono. I got here before you, so I should go first. Alright. You want to fight me or not? But if I win, promise me you won't ever bother me like this again. Sure, just as long as you actually finish the game. Okay, I'll take you on in the order you arrived. Elementary school kid, you're up first. He said he's in junior high. Probably first year though. Great, thanks a lot. I just want to say one thing. I'm in junior high. What? Just so you know, I'm in junior high. And Cosmo's like, I wasn't paying attention. Now stand up, Vanguard. And now I can see with my own eyes how good this guy really is. In a card fight, you get to know what a person is really like. Show me what you're made of, Cosmo Shoji. Generation Stride, Golden Knight of Indicant. Golden Knight of Indicant. You know, I can just go back to a video I commented on a video recently about how bad my pronunciations can be, and I can add incandescence to the list. I can just edit it and put it in there. Incandescent. Abracus, attack the Vanguard. That's a no guard. Triple drive, second check, critical trigger. Third check, critical trigger. What? I end my turn. For an elementary school kid, you're surprisingly good. You don't believe he's actually in junior high? Rude. Watch out, the fight is gonna end here. But he's not kidding, Tayo is in middle school. I believe him. Watch out, the fight is going to end here. I mean, I did consider that as a possibility, you know, like before he even bothered clarifying that. Generation Stride, Dark Dragon, Carnivore Dragon. And now a triple drive, second check, critical trigger. Third check, critical trigger. I'm returning the favor. His deck is really responding to him. Complete guard. At that, all that, and I only managed to inflict 1 damage. I think I've got you figured out. You've got a deck that's functioning well. A very good structure. I get why Chrono's interested in you. Generation Stride, Sunrise Radiant Sword Gurgit. Sunrise Ray Radiant Sword Gurgits unite. Add 25,000 power. Add 5,000 power to each of the rear guards. Unite is a keyword similar to piercing. That's not actually a good comparison. But still. This is the true power of my Gold Paladin. They serve the same function as shortening the definition and the text on a card, so they don't have to put a bunch of extra text on a card. They serve the same function. It helps people just learn what a card does based on their keywords. This is the true power of my Gold Paladin. Why you? If you're going to quit, now would be the time. My guess is you're afraid of losing. So tell me, you gonna quit before the end, just like last time? That way, even if you don't win, you don't officially lose either. You know what? You're a bit of a pest. Shut up and watch this. You brought nothing. I'll survive this. Alright, nice, nice. Good, be very, very stubborn. Triple drive, second check, a critical trigger. If he gets another trigger, I won't be able to defend it. Third check, no trigger. Damn, I survived that one, but I've got no cards left. Don't give up yet, this match isn't over. Who knows what I'm going to get in my next draw? Huh. I can't even stride with this one. Yeah, it's always been this way, ever since I was a kid. There's no way I... So this is a childhood thing, huh? You... Of course I knew you wouldn't let me down. You've just been waiting for the right moment. Does this mean you're going to let me win? Okay. Luard's Ritual. By returning 2 of my normal units from the drop zone to the deck, I can stride without incurring any cost. Ritual is another keyword, by the way. But that's what was meant by Cosmo's Ritual. He just uses his deck's ritual, you know, that keyword. But I made a joke that he was going to summon demons. That's not actually what he was doing. It was just about his deck the entire time. Stride without any cards in his hand. You're going down until I grab hold of the life ahead of me. Generation Stride Drag Driver Luard. And even though I keep saying I peak with Shadow Paladin with Cosmos cards, I haven't used them. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. At the end of the day, I'm gonna win this. Triple drive. Respond to me. Listen to my voice. Critical trigger. Did I win? I did! I did? Oh, wow! So this is what Vanguard is all about. Your deck heard the cry of your heart and answered you. It was your passion in the card fight that guided you to a win. Okay, well, Tayo has to listen to what Cosmos said now. Hey, would you be interested in joining our team? We want to enter a team into the Under-20 Championship that's coming up. And Cosmo, what are you going to say to that? Are you going to say no? Are you going to say no because you're a coward? Please don't. But each team needs 3 players, and we're still looking for a 3rd. You've obviously got the potential to be really good. This would be a great way for you to improve your skills. It's the perfect opportunity for you. What? I'm not interested. I managed to beat you. Now don't bother me again. Hold up. You beat Tayo, but you haven't beaten Chrono. You said you'd take them on in the order they arrived, so Chrono still can fight you. From what I've seen, I guess you've got a certain amount of potential, and Chrono does speak very highly of you as a card fighter. All that said, I think it's fine for you to join the team. Listen, guys. Okay, it's settled. Training starts tomorrow. Maybe it starts tomorrow, but do you expect him to actually show up? You know, I heard the Promotion Association has just launched this new legendary coaching system. You guys are a bunch of idiots. You've got nothing else to do. Why don't you try being an idiot with us for a while? Arrgh! Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. And the next video, I hope the video doesn't take as long for me to record. Although I probably made it this long with my rambling, my bad. But I'm not actually sorry.